Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to run live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys live with us to get the plays in real time here on our show. And of course, we load tons of free picks on our channel, so make sure you subscribe as well. Make note here of our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and go ahead and get signed up. We always love to hear from you guys. So if you would, you may also go ahead and post your picks in the comments. And we also have every pick and every show in podcast form at Tony's Picks Podcast, available on all major platforms. Just search Tony's Picks. And of course, our website is Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to some of our long-term passes. You can see some of our hot cappers up there, like Mindy's been on absolute fire right now. You can see her numbers here. Pravi, Morning Steam team as well. Tiffany's been up there. Nick, click the links, get signed up. You'll see our premium plays here, featured plays here in the center of the page. Our best bet, each capper can release one pick from their one pick per sport as a best bet. So multiple best bets up there here for Tuesday's action. Also, our $15 premium pick is promotional. Every capper can designate one of their plays on their card as a $15 premium pick, just to introduce their service to new and existing customers. Many of them produce best bets at that $15 price point to make that really good impression. Our 3-pack offers great value there. A lot of 3-packs up there from our top producers. You see them right here on the top here. Morning Steam team, Mindy in action, Brandon, Tiffany. So go ahead and get signed up. As we will scroll down, you'll find our pick ticker. And our pick ticker, well, if you prefer, you may purchase our plays a la carte on the pick ticker with team versus team information. All right, let's get this one underway here on Game Day Picks. Join us here on our show today will be Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. And join us here right now as we begin the Game Day Picks. Go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her here at Tony'sPicks.com on absolute fire on the site, on the leaderboards for 2023. The past 30 days, just 7-day leaderboards. She's just all over the leaderboards here at Tony'sPicks.com. Mindy, how's it going?
I'm doing well, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Tonight, NHL, 10 Eastern time. We have the Sharks here to host the Stars. Stars road favorites, minus 155, total of 6.
Yeah, so we're getting back to some ice here today. Dallas is 17-8 on the road this season. Sharks 11-2 at home. Sharks are one of the worst teams here, this season at home. They are 4-12-7. But today we're going to go ahead and look at the total here. When Dallas is a favorite, they're 13-3 to the over/under, so a virtual tie there. But when San Jose, when they're a dog, they're 21-11 to the over. So we're going to go look at the over here in this game. When the total is also set at 6, the Stars, this is where they kind of hit their sweet spot. They are 8-7 to the over. I know that doesn't sound much, but when they're a big under team, this 8-7 is by far their sweet spot for the over/under at a total of 6 is where they go over, the most actually here. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, head to head, the over is 7-3 in the last 10 here. In San Jose, the over is 15-6 in the last 21 overall. Dallas likes to go over in Wednesday games, a big trend there, 47-23 to the over. And the over to San Jose is 5-0 in the last 6 versus a team with a winning record. So taking the over here today in the Stars and Sharks.
All right, Minnie says go ahead and take the over here in the Stars and Sharks. She's going to be here coming in over the total here of 6 goals here. And of course, Mindy, it has been a Stars team that has really had issues here. I think in the goaltending of recent late here, looking at what they've given up, like 7 to Edmonton, 4 to the Kings, and of course they went shootout there with the jersey. And when you're playing the over 3-3, you're going to pretty much get the over.
That's right. And the Stars have actually put up 4 goals 3 times here over their last 5 games. But the Sharks, on the other hand, they've allowed 5 or more goals in their last 4 of 5 games. And the last time these guys, met up, it was a 5-2 total. I'm expecting something pretty similar to that here today. I mean, Usually here the Stars win by multiple goals. They've done it basically the last, 3 times they've beat them by 2 goals or more. So I am expecting this one to have a little bit higher total as well because of that.
All right, Mindy, here on the over here, the Sharks and the Stars over total here of 6 goals. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. We resulted here with the results have been fantastic here with Mindy here. As you can see the document performance for Mindy here, 1,588 units of profit here. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. All the cappers are documented. These records, you can verify those by going to Mindy's handicapper page and going down to pick history, and they're all calculated and documented over there, so you can verify those numbers. Tonight we have, well, NBA on the board as well as hockey and college hoops. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, and I love all the transparency. I mean, that's definitely our friend here at this site. And, we even have more behind that because the folks, that watch us every day on the morning steam, they know our consensus plays, and they know that's what they are when they see the results the next day. So, I think it's, it's great that we have the site with all the transparency. I just really enjoy that. And I think it's a nice way to, have our followers know that, we're legit here as well. But yeah, I have quite a few plays today. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a smaller card here. But I got 2 plays in the NHL. Went ahead and put up one of those as a best bet. I've been doing pretty well in the NHL, like plus 20-40 here over this NHL season. I got 4 plays in the NBA, so I went ahead and did a 3-pack of plays there, plus 500 units here in the NBA. So I've been seeing that card well nice as well. And then 3 plays that I feel pretty good about today, real strong plays for me in college basketball, where I'm up 1,296 units there. So again, I'm, like you had talked about, I had a really nice day yesterday, up about 435 units. Over the 7-day, 941, 1,070 here the last 18 days, and 1,428 here over the last 30 days. So I really feel like I've been, hitting my stride here as of late. So I think you should have confidence in me in order to purchase one of those picks and perhaps something maybe a little bit more, longer term. I just mentioned those long-term numbers. So why don't you get on with a 7-day pass or one of those 30-day passes? You're going to get the bigger bang for your buck. I am one of the volume players here on the site, so you'll definitely get your money's worth with me. And then, of course, that makes that, per play less, so you can put more money in your pocket there as well. So get signed up today and make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% on all the packages.
That's right. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description, and then you'll land right here on Mindy's page. As she was mentioning tonight, you can see the great records that she put across here on the board. Everything documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. And tonight, as Mindy was mentioning, a 3-pack here from the NBA, also in action with a 3-pack from college hoops. On the ice here with the best bet as well. And of course, instead of buying all these plays individually, the way Mindy's running, you may consider that 1-month all sports pass. Get all of Mindy's premium plays here for a month. That includes, of course, all her NBA, all her NHL, college basketball, and the remainder of the NFL playoffs. That'll take you all the way to the Super Bowl with that 1-month all sports pass. Of course, remember that promo code TonyT at checkout. That'll knock $66 off that pass. Of course, you could use that promo code in any of the passes. We just hit the math there on that 30-day pass, so go ahead and get signed up. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and you'll get signed up. All right, Mindy, we can always find you there on Twitter here, Tony's Picks Mindy, with some more picks. And, of course, the Morning Steam team with a great show as well today. And, of course, another feature that we've added here, if you those of you in the chat room, you can check a look at the Discord. There is a link to the Discord. It looks like this. You're going to have to create a user account, and it's protected behind a subscription system. The way this Discord works, it's not really for public. You have to be invited. Let's put it that way. So we kind of control the members that are coming in. It's not one of those that's just opened up for everybody. You'll find a lot of conversations there. If you have requests for the Morning Steam show for picks, we have a channel there for you there. Actually, a posting. It's more so like a posting forum. Post the requests for the Morning Steam picks I don't think we're going to populate too many folders. We don't want people having to click all these folders. If you could just go right there, you'll see the conversation there. It only stores the conversations every 7 days, so it's not going to fill up too much. So, well, who knows? It will fill up in the beginning stages, but who knows what's going to happen as we move forward. We may need that, but anyway, check it out there and request the morning steam, Mindy.
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter, right, where I have a play today in college basketball between Radford and Campbell. And, it just so happened that today, was our first kind of day kickoff here for Discord. Ramon was putting in some Steam plays in there, and one of those happened to come up on the total. So make sure you get to Discord and go ahead and check out that Steam play. I think it's, a trend in the right direction. So you may want to go ahead and check that out. It will give you lots more reasons to come and hang out with us. You can kind of chat with us personally too. If you have questions, it's a real nice forum, I think, for everyone, to get in there and get what you want. And ask those questions that maybe you're too shy about, on these live shows, or maybe something that we have a little bit more time to answer and such too. So make sure you get in there. And yeah, it's real easy. You just have, for someone old like me, I was having a hard time kind of navigating. I was talking to Latifa and we were like, how do we even get out of this chat box? Then we're like, oh, just go up and press the Tony's Picks icon. And then right under that, you can click into the morning steam, which is where I would prefer that you guys put all of your plays, because I go ahead and, kind of put the show lineup together, and then Ramon can actually put everything together, with our banners for the morning steam show. So make sure you get in there, put your picks in. That way we can make the show go a lot more smooth, other than me and Ramon having to do things on the fly, which we don't mind, but it's better this way if we can give you a little bit more detail and sit down and maybe think about the plays a little bit more when we have time. So yeah, make sure you sign up to Discord. It's easy. You can go right here in the chat right now. I see the link. I touched it. It worked out. So I think it's going to be great. I'm excited. And so make sure you get in on the morning steam as well, every Saturday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Central, where we go over the full card for the NHL, the NBA, and the NFL. We only got a couple more, games here left. But normally we went over that full card. So again, we need to fill up the show here now with college basketball. So definitely go ahead and get in your picks. But yeah, we're excited, getting lots of folks chatting. We still have new people coming in every day, giving us their picks, their ideas. So keep it up out there, chatters. We appreciate it.
That's right.
Team Steam.
That's right. Team Steam, Morning Steam. We have a folder there for you guys. Go ahead and put in your request for the picks. Follow the link in the chat box there and join us. Of course, Latifa has joined. We got a lot of the Morning Steam folks in there, and we would love to see you guys all join in on the fun there and the information there on the Discord as well. So give it a shot, guys, right now over at TonySpace.com. Come join us, as Latifa mentions. Great information in there as well. So check it out. All right, Mindy, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a good night.
You too. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Why don't you subscribe to our channel and, of course, set those notifications. A lot of member perks coming up here in the coming weeks. We have a lot going on here, and we're adding these features more and more. And with the Discord, we welcome you guys to go in there and post your requests for the morning steam of plays that they can give out on that show, or any more other questions you have. Ramon is in there, also adding some information there from the lines that he's checking out. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Time to welcome in Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. See if we're ready to bring in Ramon. I think he's ready to roll here. Let's bring in Ramon right now. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm here, everybody, and I was busy doing some research, Tony. I was checking to see the number of games that remained under 6.5 in the NHL that ended up tied 3-3 after regulation, and I haven't come up with one yet.
There you go. All right, Ramon here with us, ready to talk some NBA, where he's been on fire in the NBA. You guys can check it out over there at Tony'sPicks.com. Tonight we have the Grizzlies, who've been on fire here. They're here laying 7.5 against the Cavaliers, total 227.5.
I'm going contrarian here, Tony. You might be expecting me to come in on the low, but with Cleveland and Memphis and Spider Mitchell out with that grade 1 groin injury, I mean, that's going to keep him out for a little while. So Cleveland's going to have to find ways, going to have to really rely on Garland here to carry them through a little bit with the scoring wise. against Memphis. Now, Memphis, these are two of the top defensive teams in the league in adjusted defense, but Memphis is on a historic run right now with their 10-game winning streak. Now, it's not totally unusual for this up-and-coming Memphis team. They had an 11-game winning streak last season, so they're legit. It's not a fluke. We've talked about these young teams in the Western Conference, but the historic portion of it is, Tony, that Memphis, with their 115, at least 115 points scored during this 10-game winning streak, they're only the fourth team ever in NBA history to do that. So they are not only playing terrific defense, they're also playing terrific offense. So they've averaged 129 points in their last 5 games. Now they're going up against a Cleveland team, slowest paced team in the league, but Cleveland just went up against another top Western offense, if you will, in the Utah Jazz. That game went 230 points. Their game at Portland also went over 229 points. I don't think we get the same brand of defense right now from young Cleveland as we do at home. So Cleveland has gone over in 6 of their last 8 games off of a straight-up win, and 12 of their last 17 games have gone over against teams that play 600 or better. Don't leave it to me. You would think on the surface, looking at it, under City, right? But the game opened, the send-out was 222, made sense. The game ends up being opened at 224, gets steamed at 225, and is now 227.5. Either the bookmakers are just trying to give away money, or maybe I just better chill a little bit and rely upon the sharps here that are driving this total up. Remember, Memphis just beat Phoenix 136-106. Now, they're a bit of a slower down team, if you will, as well. So I think this one ends up going over just because I don't know any better, Tony, is what it feels like to me. Memphis, they are, scoring pretty well. Also, I mean, they have Morant. We'll see what he's doing right now, but Desmond Bane is back as well. So they've moved up in the scoring ranks. Not only are they one of the top defensive teams, but we're also one of the best offensive teams. So when are we going to start including Memphis? I know we are including them in with, good teams, but it seems like they'd be a championship contender given some of these numbers. They're one of the best teams at defending field goal percentage too, but they've gone over in 7 straight games. So to me, it looks like I don't know any better. I'm going to go over 227.5. Look, yeah, they're going to have to pick it up for Spider Mitchell. We know we're missing his, 30 points a game here. But if anything about the Cleveland, if there's any limitation to their defense, Garland's going up against John Morant. To me, it might end up a situation where these guys get into a little bit of a scoring battle in this game, because if anything, Ja is the defensive liability. The overall metrics wouldn't indicate that to be the case. Memphis is really best in the league in defending guards if you look at some of the overall metrics that include other statistics other than scoring. But to me, I just must not know what I'm doing, Tony. I'm going to go over because, hey, I am Dr. Under, as they're starting to call me now in that chat in the morning steam. But to me, if I see this thing going up like this, I'm going to trust the sharps here. One man does not know better than the masses, I would think here. I'm going to humbly go over 227.5 in Cleveland and Memphis.
All right, we got Ramon here, Cavaliers and the Grizzlies over 227.5 in Cleveland. When you look at them over their past 7 on the road, it's a totally different team home and away, and it comes to their defense. And that's why I can't take Cleveland as a serious playoff, championship contender. It's because of their defense, and it's been on the road. You look at their past 7 games on the road; they're allowing 117 points per 100 possessions. They are scoring 115 per 100, but that's a negative net rating there over the past 7 days on the road. Also, you look at their recent road form, allowing 49% shooting. It doesn't seem to be going really well here, Cleveland, for defensively defense on the road here.
These are the games I like to talk about because of those types of contrasts, right, Tony? I mean, yes, Cleveland slow pace. You think of, if anything, yeah, those numbers are bad of late, but in general, and at home it is a little bit better, but you have Jared Allen, a good rim protector, a big presence in there. You got my man Evan Mobley, also continuing to develop as a tall, rangy player that can defend the inside. Memphis, they can take care of business from the outside, really, is what they end up doing. So I just think the contrast here kind of leans to the more of a scoring battle than what might be expected. Tough to doubt right now what Memphis is doing in the scoring department. I mean, 129 points over the last 5 games. So, yeah, to me, when Cleveland goes on the road, it is a little bit different than when they are at home. But for all those numbers, they're not an overwhelming under team. They are 21 and 24 to the under this season, and 10 and 12 to the under on the road. Meanwhile, it's Memphis that is gone under in just 3 of their last 10 games, they're all 7 in a row. I don't even need to extend it out that far because the overs were happening last year. The unders were happening last year when it comes to Memphis. So just interesting. We talked about those West teams yesterday, Tony, and yeah, it's going to be Memphis, OKC, and New Orleans hosting those teams that are fighting to get in. And Steve Kerr did point out, hey, we did the same thing last year. We were the team battling to get in, and we still won the title. So as soon as John Morant gets off his soapbox a little bit, and he's complaining about the drug test, and not in a bad way. I mean, they're probably saying if he's juiced up or something, because he is just out of his mind right now. The way he is playing, might not be included in some of these MVP discussions, but maybe he should be. Maybe if he just picked it up a little on the defensive end, maybe that would help him a little bit. But metrically, if you will, his numbers are pretty good defensively, actually. I think we get caught up in, seeing him get beat a lot of times, but he does end up on, top scorers. Like I said, I mean, Garland, we expect Mitchell to be, the big time scorer that he is. It's too bad he's missing in this game. I don't know. It might even change I might even go under if Mitchell was in the game to a certain extent. But matched up against Garland, Job will probably give up a boatload of points to Garland tonight, which will actually make him look pretty bad. But he does do a lot of things that maybe he doesn't get credit for as well.
All right, we got Ramon here. Cavaliers, Grizzlies over 227.5. This one to have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's go over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action. Of course, Ramon putting up great numbers in the NBA. You see them there. 730 units of profit in the NBA. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember that run he had last year in the NBA? Started around this time. And then run right into the postseason where he just killed it in the postseason. Totally monster numbers he put up there. All right, tonight we got games here in the NBA. Good card, some hockey, a lot of college hoops. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Well, it's not in the NBA right now, unfortunately. Tony, I got a little intimidated, I got to tell you, on the show today. Mindy and I could only come to a consensus agreement on only 2 NBA games. And, one of them was this game with the Grizzlies, and another one was on the Wizards and the Knicks. And I found myself, this is how the show works. I mean, I come in knowing what my opinions are in the game, and then I listen to Mindy, and we were on almost all opposite sides, got to be honest. So I ended up pivoting to the total a lot on the show, which is usually what I give out in premiums. And, well, am I really going to buck one of the hottest handicappers in the industry right now? Yeah, maybe I'll still find a way to get on some of these sides. But, man, it's tough got to be honest, right? Tough to fade Mindy. You talk about the transparency. Those numbers are legit. So, yeah, I'm showing profit in the NBA, but I got a little intimidated there. I may find a side or two. My focus is going to be on my 5-pack right there in college basketball today. Tony, those are all games that go off at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific, a 5-pack for just $30 in college basketball, including some of the games that are on the extra board here. That's where my focus is tonight. So also got one of the games there. My $15 play is on one of those early starts So you can get on that one as well. That's on the added board. There are 3 games that start at 6 Eastern, 5 Central, 3 Pacific, and I've got one of those games as my $15 best bet right there. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save even more. And of course, our picks are always profit guaranteed. You'll always have a winning experience at Tony's Picks, because if we don't cash, you get those credits back to your account. You go in and pick up another package from me the next day, or another one of the great handicappers at Tony'sPicks.com. Very impressive, Tony. If you look at the list of handicappers and the record so far this year, pretty impressive how long it is. So we're really kind of tearing it up, and that's what you see over at Tony'sPicks.com, is that transparency that Mindy talked about. It's just kind of like putting the picks in a sports book, but they're only graded at 100 units, if you will, so it's easily measurable, right? No one can, get out to, oh, I'm just going to plunk down a 5-unit play because I'm slumping right now, and erase that deficit. So there you see it. Look at that right there. You see some of those records, the 7-day board and the 30-day board. Look how deep it runs. We only have like 15 cappers here, and half of them are in strong profit zone right now. So really everyone doing just a terrific job over at Tony'sPicks.com, and I'm going to join them. But you know what? I'm part of that team Steam with my friends in the chat and with Mindy. So that's really making me feel good that we're able to produce those. I got a little carried away today when someone was on us a little bit, and the way it works, Tony, we put in the picks. Everyone sees them on the show, and then they're graded. Once they're in, I mean, it's, there's no turning back. It's like, punching in your bet on the apps or going to the window. You can't really, take it back necessarily. I guess you could whine to the sportsbook manager and get your play back if it's within a few minutes. But other than that, it kind of works like a sports book. So all these records are legit. You see the record there of Team Steam. I mean, almost 2,900 units. That's pretty sick, really, if you think about it, because, again, these are just based on $100 plays. Your plays may vary. Maybe you're playing half that. Doesn't matter. For you. All the plays are free on the show, but we still have people that are willing to subscribe to them, too. You can pick them up over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Since we're giving them away for free anyways, you might as well save as much as you can if you need to buy them. If you don't want to go back and watch the show and have to look at the videos because it's time consuming, all the plays are always available for purchase as well. And I don't know, that's just more of an administrative fee for Mindy and I, because she does take the time to enter in all the plays so that they're tracked on the website. So great job by the crew there. So yeah, that 5-pack, Tony, might get something in the NHL, but Mindy and I were clicking pretty strong. 3 of the plays came on the show. Out of the 5 games, we had a premium consensus there as well. So might want to go back and check out our videos, get a lot of good quality plays from a pair of handicappers that are showing tremendous profit.
Ramon Scott
over the last 30 days. So scared me there, Tony. I thought I was getting a feedback. So anyway, Tony, we look at that number. I mean, it'd be nice to be Pravi and be able to crank out 3,500 units, but we're doing a great job too. And look at that. If you add Mindy's up on the last 30 days, take her package and take Team Steam, you'd be up almost 4,000 units over the last 30 days. I don't want you guys to quit your jobs, but probably should be investing in those plays. It's funny, Tony, because, someone came in, and whenever you see, touts, everybody wants to, clown them and things like that. But we have our plays documented right there. And make no mistake, you'd be up 4 dimes, just spent $100 a game with Mindy and then our Team Steam picks. That's no joke. So hopefully everyone's happy with the things that are going on. Appreciate that, too, with the you guys in the chat are killing me with the fun comments. But, we're doing the Discord is what I was going to get at, Tony. We're going to open up the chat a little more and try to give you more information, especially, leading up to game time, during games and stuff like that. Even see some tennis requests in there. So I was up late watching the action last night. They finally got underway on all the courts after the weather passed a little bit. So we're finally back on track in the second round in Melbourne.
That's right, guys. Check out Ramon over at Tony'sPicks.com with his college basketball early start discount play up there, or the 5-pack is up there right now. And of course, you can also opt for the long-term pass, that 1-month pass to get you all of Ramon's premium plays for a month, 30 days. It includes all his NBA, all his college basketball, the remainder of the NFL playoffs, including Super Bowl, and the peripheral sports, because Ramon is in action in UFC. I know he does a UFC podcast as well, so he's involved in UFC. He's also, and Bellator is also involved in tennis, especially with these major tournaments, some ATP as well in there as well. So check him out with that 1-month all sports pass to get all of Ramon's premium plays here. Members play as well as late steam. Late steam are picks that are entered in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are going to hit at a high rate because we use late information. And, those used to be what we used to, back in the old school, they used to call them a late steam play. You'd have to call the phone, talk to a capper and get that. Now, we can do it now. We've made it. We can do it actually here on our website, where we can get you those late plays right into your inbox, because the late steam plays are emailed directly to the members. And you'll get them in there. Also, they're for sale on the pick ticker as well. So if any of these packages get broken, meaning like a 5-pack, a first game goes off, it comes off the board, well, those plays are for sale on the pick ticker as well. So you can check that out as well if you're looking for some picks there from Ramon. All right, Ramon, we put together the Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon. We got the morning steam show. We put a link here. We pinned it. You can pin it on the top of the chat room there. So if you want to get in on the Discord, click the link there in the Discord. I can't really show you the Discord yet because it's private, which means it's behind a user log. We're keeping it, well, all of it's private. That's the benefit. That's what people love about this. You can't find it unless you're invited in. So to get the invitation, just go in and sign into Discord, find Tony's Picks, and we'll get you there. We'll get you in on the channel there. But Ramon, we have lots going on right now.
Yeah, and it's only going to grow, and again, we don't even know where it's headed, right? Because of really who dictates that, and that's going to be the users, I would think. I mean, I'm trying to populate with a few things, but we'll see where the traction comes with the Discord. So got a pick for you today, Tony, not only on social media, where I've got a pick for you in a game today. In this game, I've got my social media pick today is in the game between Illinois State and Northern Iowa. Some interesting notes about that game. So head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon, pick up another winner there with Illinois State and Northern Iowa. Also, Tony showed you the leaderboard there. I've got a video play there up on those. There are 2 videos on the website. One of them is also on YouTube. It's the leaderboard where we go over who's hot. That's why I was rattling off those numbers. But there it is right there, Tony, that leaderboard video. And I've got a play for you there. Just make sure you go right there on the Tony's Picks website or on YouTube and get that leaderboard video play of the day, if you will. And also there's a sponsored video there on the site where we promote our sponsor, and I give another free play on there. So you can pick up another couple of free plays from me over there. And I guess I should be using some of those free plays on my premiums, because I seem to be doing pretty well on both of those free plays every day. I mean, I don't get mad at myself because they won. I'm happy about it, but I'm like, gosh, these plays are kind of clicking pretty good right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying to give out the best quality plays, of course, every time. I mean, we give out so many plays, so it's really tough to hit at a good percentage. So I don't mind that those video plays are doing so well. So not only do we have the plays there with the video plays, but also the social media play as well on Twitter. And don't forget our morning steam show. You guys mentioned it. I know we promote it a lot, but we're kind of near a goal that we want to hit with the number of viewers, and it just keeps growing. And so positive to see how these people are taking a liking to us. Makes me feel pretty good about the way things are going. And yeah, I mean, the Discord is more like a family, right? That's what everybody's saying. It's the team steam, it's the fam. That's the way I kind of I don't want to say I've built this, but That was kind of the vision a little bit. I didn't know it was going to take on a life of its own, thanks to a few special people there that are really make us feel positive. But we're back tomorrow with more in the show, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific. We're going to preview the games for Thursday, and we'll see how Mindy wants to tackle it. But one thing we're trying to do is, avoid some of that on the fly because, maybe there's a little bit of hesitation, and, we're looking for the games, we're looking for our notes. So Team Steam can kind of request in advance which games they might like to hear, especially on maybe Saturday's show, right? Because when you're looking at so many games, they could keep us going all day on that Saturday show. So if we can get them to post them in the Discord, then we can prep for those games. We don't have to do too many extra games on Saturday, because I guess we could go for 3 or 4 hours. If people want to hear, they probably wouldn't be requesting games, Tony, if we were, clicking at 35%.
That's right, guys. So check out the Discord. Find it in the chat room. The link there on the chat. There you'll be able to get signed up in there. You'll get approved into the Discord. As I said, I showed it earlier, and it's not going to show you much because it's private. So you're going to have to sign in, create an account, and then get in there with the invitation, and then we give you the link. Actually, we gave you the link right there in the chat room to get to Discord. So there you'll find us. We'll put more informations up there. And no doubt we'll get you set ready to roll. All right, Mindy. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Great job, Tony. Thanks for covering all that. Thank you.
Yeah, Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're here with you on Game Day Picks Monday through a Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Set those notifications when you guys live with us. Also, chat. The chat room's lively right now. We got Latifah in there. Mindy has been in the chat room. Randy, a shout out to Randy. Batman there is in there, although I think Ramon's making him feeling a little weird. I don't know, Ramon. You're talking about you're in the chat room a lot. I think he got to Batman there a little bit. Anyway, we got a lot of folks. Blake, I've seen him in there earlier, so go ahead and get signed up there. But I think you got Batman all there, all riled up there, saying how man, I'm in the chat room all day. I don't have any friends, and Ramon, you got to get out a little bit more, buddy. Get out a little bit more. All right. You can always carry the phone with you. You got the phone. You can check out the Discord. Also, it has an app, right? You have the app, so you can download the disc according to your app. So when everyone's in the sports book, you're out there mingling, doing things, you can also respond to on that phone device. Download the Discord on your phone. All right, let's continue on here on a Game Day Picks. Time for my play. Let's go. Let's get to this one here. Lakers and Kings. I liked the line earlier, but I'm still going to take the Lakers in this game because Lakers here +2 here against the Sacramento Kings, and I'm just not really sold on this Kings defense. That's the one thing I've got concerns about. And this Laker team, it's going to be tough in this West to make the playoffs. And we've talked about the other day. We were talking with Ramon how many teams are ahead of them. Remember, heading into that game against Houston, they were only ahead of 2 teams in the West. That was the Spurs and the Rockets. So they got work to do. All right, they've got work to do. We've played, how many games have we played? Let's take a look here at the number of games played this year. Okay, so Lakers are 20-24, right? So they've played a total of 44 games. That's more than half, right? That's 2 more than half. So they've got left to go here. It's an 82-game schedule, right? So you do the math, right? So they've got to really they've got about 38 games left. So they've got to win games like this. It's going to be tough to get in. That 10 seed is not going to be easy this year. I think a lot of these teams are hungry for it now that they have that 10 seed. So it keeps more teams in contention. And when you have more teams in contention, it makes it more difficult to get in. So it looks like the only tankers will be the Spurs and the Rockets. Other than that, it's going to be a fight to get in. And we know Sacramento again. I guess I said this again. The MVP in the league is the Sacramento training staff because, once again, a clean injury report for Sacramento. We've seen this many times. And also, too, here for the Lakers, looks like LeBron James is trending to play. Let me click the link here on LeBron here. LeBron had that huge game against the Kings. Remember, it was a back-to-back spot in that one. A lot of people were down on the Lakers that night, and came in sore ankle. He's questionable. He has played through ankle soreness pretty much the past 2 months. and he's been able to play through this. He's averaged 39 minutes over his past 4 games, and he is producing at an elite level. So play him more, don't play him less. Play them more, they'll be okay, right? It's okay to play 38 minutes, all right? So that's fine with me. LeBron looked really good on the court there against Houston. And again, we saw the Kings here. It's always the Kings defense is really what always worries me with this Kings. They're a good offensive team. They've been healthy this year. Their training staff is doing an MVP job getting them healthy on the court. When you look at the Kings on the road, they have won 3 or 4 on the road, averaging 120 points per 100 possessions, but they're giving up 116 per 100. And we'll go here with the Lakers here in this spot here as they're at home facing the Sacramento Kings. All right, over at Tony'sPicks.com tonight, I've got 4 premium plays up there on the board. I've got a best bet up there right now on the board over at Tony's Picks. So let me go ahead and refresh the screen. We can refresh it, reload it, and we'll let you know we have premium plays up there tonight. We got a 3-pack up there I've mixed together with NBA and college hoops. I have that up there right now for you as well. Got a college basketball best bet on the board right now, so get on board with that. And my 3-pack, standalone 3-pack here, we've got an NBA and 2 college hoops. So there we are in action with 4 premiums tonight, so get on board. Or my longer term pass, I have a 3, 7, or 30-hour sports pass. Get all my premium plays there for that period of time you select. When you go to my handicapper page and you get signed up. Okay, Ramon now giving us some updates right now here in the chat. It looks like Kawhi is going to be out of this one. No Kawhi Leonard tonight. Looks like that's the word here coming out. So Kawhi out here as the Clippers are facing Utah in a back-to-back spot here. So that's the way it rolls. We've got let's see here. We've got some folks chime in on this Laker game as well. So we got Cord says he likes, if LeBron plays, he likes the Lakers first half play. So he's going to go Lakers first half if he likes in that spot. And we had also Latifah likes the Lakers as well in this spot here, riding with the Lakers as well there today in tonight's action. All right. Also some more information coming in from Ramon. Wolves Nuggets on the move over with the announcement of Murray. Probable total is moved to 239 at many shops. So Murray's someone I felt heading into the season that he probably needed about 20, 30 games under his belt, because I saw him in the preseason and early season. He did not look in really good game shape, but I think the game now, so you got about 30, getting into game 40, getting to game 44, game 45 after going through all those knee surgeries. I think he's rounding into form. I know people have give him a lot of slack, but remember, he's coming off some serious injuries. I didn't expect him to be very productive early in the first half. Look out for this. I mean, I was high on this Nuggets team coming into the season, still high on them now, and I knew the questions around Murray, but the Nuggets have done a great job of adding depth to their guard positions. Lots of guards on that team, so keep an eye there on this Nuggets team. Everybody knows about them now, but this is a team definitely on the up and up. And I think Frank chimes in. He likes the Dallas over the total here. In the chat, Frank Walton, he likes the over there in the Dallas Mavericks tonight. We'll see if the Mavericks can make it happen here. Let's see here. Any more coming in here? We do have Cord coming in with his best bet tonight. Cord likes the Knicks first half -2.5. That is his best bet tonight. So good luck with that play tonight, Cord. And let's see who else do we have here. See if we have any more coming in. Latifah likes the money line on the Lakers now. So money line Lakers here from Latifah. Now that this line has moved down to 2. All right. That's that. You guys can know what I have going on over at Tony's Picks. I gave you a little rundown on the recap. Now it is time to recap the plays tonight here. We're getting a lot of folks in the chat. Appreciate all the comments coming in, guys. We're going to keep the conversation. We'll continue over on our Discord. If you like, check the chat there, and you'll see a link to it as well. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Let's go ahead and let's get to the recap for today's show. Mindy was on the Stars and Sharks over 6. Ramon was on the Cavaliers Grizzlies over 227.5, and I'll be on the Lakers here with the points plus the 2 here against the Kings. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition, guys, of our show. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. And we'll bring in our cappers here from Tony's Picks, and they'll give out their plays for you here on the show. Reminder, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe so you get notifications of our live show. take part in our chat as well. A lot of great folks in the chat room with their plays, guys. So be sure to give it a go here in our chat room. We greatly appreciate everyone's contribution. Once again, our Discord is up and running, and I can only show you the sign-in page now. We'll try to figure out, show you what it looks like. It's pretty much like a message forum that's more modern, because there is some features for voice, there is some features for video, but it's kind of like a message forum, but a more upscale, I want to say upscale, but kind of a 2020 version of a message board with much more features, more fluid. It runs better than a message forum does. It's also on an app, so you can also download the app on your phone. So if you're mobile and you want to go out, you want to check on what's going on in the Discord, or if you have a game, we remember one of the reasons here we want the Discord, and we do have a channel in there for Morning Steam. You can go into the Morning Steam channel and request the games that you want covered. College basketball, there's a lot of games, right? Sometimes 150 games, lots. So there's not going to cover every game. But if you have a request there, put your request in for a game in the Morning Steam channel. Also, if you have a request for tennis or UFC, which Ramon covers on the site, document it. Doesn't talk a whole lot on the channel, but if there is interest, it will be covered on the show. So make sure he does do that towards the end of the show, so you may find time to get those plays in during, of course, obviously we do this year round, so I'm pretty sure we did it with the CFL, we did it with WNBA and all those peripheral sports. So guys, check out the Discord in there and take part in the community with everybody who follows us here at Tony'sPicks.com. So make sure you go ahead and get that sign in and follow the links today. All right, let's continue on here on the show. Well, we got to the recap. We let you know about what's happening over on the channel. So it's about time to recap the show. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. Let's go ahead and bring our crew from today. Go ahead, wait goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Game Day Picks.